What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechButt Solutions, and in this video, because it was so highly requested, I honestly don't even like talking about this topic because I feel like it's such a just very cliche thing to talk about, especially in the entrepreneur niche, but it's the reason that I decided to drop out of college. I want to make sure that by me explaining why I decided to drop out of college, I want you guys to know that just because I decided to drop out and it ended up playing out the way that it did, does not mean that if you drop out that it's gonna be the same exact way. I think that you guys are going to maybe understand a little bit more on why I decided to and why it almost made sense for two specific reasons. I just really hope that you guys enjoy. So one of the things that I want you guys to know is at the point that I decided to drop out, I was doing very well for myself. At a job that provided me with an amazing stable income. I worked for a telecommunications store that was commission-based, provided me with a really great stable income that allowed me to qualify for a series of different properties. I was investing in cars, I was trading in the stock market, and I was like making a little bit of videos on YouTube. Nothing, my channel wasn't huge, nothing like that. I wasn't making money like online in that sense, but it was more because of, again, when I decided to drop out that fall, I had 4 properties. 2 of them were houses. Again, I live in Arizona, so it's nothing crazy like California, but I had 2 properties that were right side by side with one another. And then I had 2 condos. These condos, again, aren't super expensive, but I had 4 total properties that I owned myself, and then I'm really into cars. So I had a McLaren MP412C, or Corvette Z06, and a couple different cars. Again, I invested in cars. If you guys don't know what I mean by that, then watch a couple of my videos then. And then I was doing well when it came down to trading. I was saving a lot of my money, almost all of it. At that point, I was going to school full-time and I was working part-time. I saw, because of how well I was doing with the different kind of markets that I was choosing to invest in, I saw so much more opportunity for me to spend not only my time but also my overall effort and energy in those specific markets to continue to grow even more, right? So if I could remove my job, which took a certain amount of time, and I could remove school from the formula, I can dedicate and almost obsess myself fully to my work. I was in a position where to me, it made sense. Feel free to comment down below what you think and what you would do. But one of the biggest, I think, misconceptions, and I'm not here to tell anyone to drop out, to not drop out. I never comment on that because I feel like way too many entrepreneurs nowadays try to empower people about the college dropout type of lifestyle. That's never been something that I've ever wanted to do, nor ever will do. And it's because I do see a lot of value in pursuing, even in the traditional aspect, some form of stable income, to have some form of stability for yourself and maybe your future family, which then will allow you, whenever that opportunity does present itself, when you find your calling or your passion, to be able to take advantage of that, at least on top of that, being able to have that stability. So I just want you guys to know that. That was my main reason for dropping out. So one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about, this is my second point on why I decided to officially drop out as of now, is because I am from California and I moved to Arizona. So I was under the WUI program, which is the Western Undergrad Exchange Program, which means that if you're part of the Western states, you get reduced overall tuition. It wasn't anything even that crazy, but it was just some form of saving, and we're all about saving that money. But again, that's why I decided to be a part of that. I did not know, and again, this is something that they explained to me after me trying to qualify for in-state tuition, is that because I took part of the WUI program, it didn't allow me. I had to take a full year break of going to ASU to then qualify for in-state tuition. I want you to know, at that point, even when I tried to qualify for in-state tuition, I had my 4 properties, I had my business established in Arizona for over 2 years. I had everything, my entire life was in Arizona. I get it, there's rules, and now I understood. I did not understand and was not presented that when I first took part of the WUI, and I wish it was. But again, I understand the rules, and that's why I decided to, okay, I'm taking a year off. I'll fully invest myself in my work, and I'll stop working at my normal job as well. I gave myself a year. After a year, for the fall of 2018, I decided to go back to school. I was told I was gonna get in-state tuition, and this is where, again, it's just really upsetting to me. I decided to go back to school part-time at 2 classes. The normal person within ASU with in-state tuition would pay about anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 for those 2 classes, if I'm not mistaken. I ended up paying over double that. And you guys might be saying, okay, well, you do well with you do well. Why does money even matter? It's the principle, in the sense that I was told that I would qualify for in-state tuition. I was then told that they would reinstate me after I show proof that I was from and had everything established in Arizona. After I tried to show proof, they told me they can't reinstate it and that it would have to be the next semester where then I could qualify for in-state tuition. I understand that I'm in a blessed position where I can pay for school, both for in-state or out-of-state. It wasn't anything that was devastating to me. What was very upsetting was that for those that are trying to pursue college and that need that degree, this is a system that they have in place as Arizona State University, being the largest university, both online and in campus in the entire United States. So I find it very discouraging for students who are on average known as poor individuals that are in a sense, in my eyes, almost not necessarily being taken advantage of, but I don't think are being presented all the details about what they are actually, partaking in. I just ultimately find it so discouraging that for someone that needs to take out loans, that someone that needs to work to just simply pay for school to not be in debt, can simply be told, oh no, we can't actually do it this semester. You're gonna have to make sure that you qualify for in-state tuition the following semester. Ultimately, it was just so upsetting to me that I was just like, I don't necessarily need the degree. I wanted to pursue the degree because I thought it would be self-fulfilling for myself. It'd be something that would be very rewarding for my parents that, came from Mexico and came as immigrants, and in the traditional aspect would be something that would be a huge value for them. But because of how busy I am with my work, when it comes down to weighing out my time and the opportunity cost and where I see more value, I can always choose back to go to school, and I'm lucky to be in that position. So I simply decided to, push school aside at least for now and do the best to my ability when it comes down to growing my brand, growing my businesses, and working and investing all my time with my team. Again, I want you guys to know that this is my story based off my experience, and I hope that this video, again, in no way has an influence on what you choose to do, but I just wanted you to know that I don't think it's lavish or fancy to call yourself a college dropout. I actually respect and see so much value in people that are so passionate about the degrees that they are pursuing. I think learning new things is something that should be very empowering, and that in today's age is honestly very overlooked. I know that there's other outlets, right, to learn about different markets, but I always think that if you haven't found your passion or your calling, at least doing your part to just stay afloat and staying busy and being productive, having a job and going to school is something that I find to be very effective with your time as you're patiently waiting for that opportunity to present itself. I just wanted to share my story with you guys. I did see a couple comments also that you guys wanted to learn maybe a little bit more about the series of different business that I have and how after dropping out of college, it actually acted as a catalyst for my success in becoming a millionaire. And I would love to comment a little bit more on that, maybe in a follow-up video, but just let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I really do appreciate your guys' time. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys can give it a thumbs up. I do want to remind you that we are the largest YouTube channel and Facebook group for those who trade in the stock market. Our Facebook group is absolutely for free with nearly 200,000 members. We'd love to invite you. It's the first link in the description. And if you have any questions about getting started when it comes down to trading, you can actually just direct message me within our Technical Solutions Discord, and I'd love to help you get started. Thank you guys again for your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.